All right, so you did it. You poured hours, maybe even sleepless nights into your code. It's smart, it works, and you're ready to share it. But let's be real, how do you go from a project of one to a buzzing, collaborative open source community? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down. You've done the heavy lifting, the logic is tight, the features are in place. You actually built something that solves a problem. And honestly, that's a huge deal. Give yourself a pat on the back. And here it is, the big, scary question that haunts every developer. You push your code, you announce it to the world, and then you hear crickets. It's like throwing an amazing party, but you're the only one who showed up. But hey, it does not have to be that way at all. This isn't about getting lucky. It's about having a smart strategy. So let's walk through the steps to turn that quiet little repository into a place where people are excited to hang out and build cool stuff together. First things first, before you even think about inviting people to the party, you've got to make sure the house is in order. Seriously, getting this foundation right is probably the most critical part of the whole journey. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with your why. Why does this thing you built even exist? A clear purpose and a really compelling vision are what get other people to care. People don't fall in love with code, they fall in love with a mission. And you know what? A simple roadmap like this is a total game changer. It's basically a public promise. You're telling potential contributors, hey, here's where we're going, and here are all the places you can jump in and help. It makes the whole thing feel alive. And please, please, don't just gloss over the license. This isn't just some boring legal file you have to add. It is literally the key that unlocks your project for everyone else. A clear license, like MIT or Apache 2.0, basically screams, come on in, the water's fine, you're welcome here. It builds instant trust. So, the foundation is solid. Now it's time to think about that crucial first impression. We're getting ready to roll out the welcome mat and make sure that when someone knocks on your project's door, they feel genuinely invited inside. Okay, these 3 files, they're the absolute essentials. Any developer sniffing around your project is going to look for these immediately. Your README is the big friendly welcome sign. Your contributing doc is the how-to guide. And the code of conduct, that's your promise that this is a safe, decent place to be. If you're missing them, you're going to lose people before they even start. Let me just double-click on this for a second. A code of conduct is not optional. It's not a nice-to-have. It is the single most important thing you can do to signal that you're building a respectful and inclusive community where everyone feels safe enough to contribute. It is, without a doubt, non-negotiable. All right, your house is in order, the foundation is solid, the welcome mat is perfectly placed. Now we're going to stop waiting for people to just stumble upon us. It's time to switch gears from passive setup to active outreach. Let's go send out some invitations. This might be the best piece of advice in this entire explainer. The most powerful way to get developers interested is to stop telling them what your project does and start showing them. An abstract description is easy to forget, but a real-life demo, that's inspiring. So, how exactly do you show, not tell? Well, you could build a live demo people can actually click around in, or record a quick video tutorial walking them through it, or maybe write a blog post telling the story of the painful problem that led you to build this solution. Any of these will instantly make your project's value crystal clear. And look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? The old way was basically prove you're worthy. The welcoming way is all about empowerment, using simple labels like good first issue, making it clear that documentation help is just as valuable as code, and just being a responsive, thankful human being. It changes everything. So you've got your first few contributors. That's amazing. But the goal isn't just a few one-off contributions, right? The goal is to build a real community. Let's talk about how to fan those first few sparks into a self-sustaining fire. Now, as your project gets bigger, you really need to think about how decisions get made. When you're just starting, a do-ocracy is perfect. Whoever does the work gets to make the call. But as you grow, you might need a more formal structure. Figuring this out early saves you so many headaches down the road. You know what keeps people motivated? Feeling appreciated. Recognition is basically the fuel that powers an open source community. Thank people publicly in your release notes. Keep a list of everyone who's ever helped. A simple public thank you is maybe the most powerful tool you have for making people want to stick around. Okay, we're in the home stretch now. Attracting your first contributors is a huge win, but creating a project that's still around in thriving years from now, that's a whole different challenge. This is all about playing the long game. A truly sustainable project really leans on these three pillars. You've got consistency, which comes from a regular release schedule that shows the project is alive and kicking. You've got quality, which you bake in with automation so everyone can have confidence in the code. And finally, you have trust, which you build by being transparent about where the project is headed. So there you have it. The blueprint is all here. You know how to build the foundation, how to roll out the welcome mat, and how to nurture this thing for the long haul. The only question left is the really fun one. Who are you going to invite to come and build this with you?